Hello everyone, this is Waseem and you're watching my YouTube channel. In this lesson, we are going to look at how to do well on the speaking part of the IELTS. So the speaking part of the IELTS is divided up into three sections, and today we are going to discuss section number 1. So let's start it. In this lesson, I will also explain as what actually happens in IELTS Speaking Task 1. So for this very purpose, I have drawn this diagram on the board with 5 most important steps. So let's start with step number 1. Our step number 1 is IELTS Academic and IELTS General. So the IELTS Speaking part 1 will be for both who are looking for IELTS Academic or IELTS General. For example, if you want to take IELTS Academic or IELTS General, it will be the same test with the same questions. Let's move to step number 2. And this is about timing. Here the speaking part of your IELTS will be lasting between 4 to 5 minutes, meaning the whole IELTS Speaking Task 1 will be finished within 4 to 5 minutes between you and your examiner. Let's move to step number 3, which is very important, is about introduction between examiner and the student. Here the examiner is going to introduce himself or herself, then you will introduce yourself. For example, you can say, "Hi, my name is Waseem, nice to meet you." So this is introduction. Besides this, the examiner will also ask you some questions about yourself. For example, what's your good name? Where are you from? What city you born in? Where you grew up? What does your father? And show me your identity card or the passport. How many members are in your family? So these types of questions can also be the part of this introduction. Let's move to step number 4, is about common topics. Besides introduction, the examiner will also talk to you about 2 of these topics. So what are those topics? They can be about sports, friends, food, hobbies, childhood, internet, hometown, work, study, shopping, art, etc. Let's move to step number 5. Here the examiner will assess and evaluate your whole IELTS Speaking Task 1 on the basis of these 4 components. So what are they? They are pronunciation, fluency, vocabulary and grammar. Let's start with the pronunciation. You will have to keep into your mind while speaking or saying something during the interview that is your examiner understanding what you are saying. So you will have to pronounce the things very well in order to get good bands. Then comes fluency. Fluency means proper and unbroken flow of words. For example, whether you are speaking clearly, nicely, smoothly, in a rhythm, or you are speaking with intervals, pauses and breaks using monotones, etc. So always try to come up these deficiencies if you are suffering from. So your fluency should be very good. Always try to give a very good and excellent account of your fluency to your examiner. Next comes vocabulary. Do you use words like bad or good a lot in your daily speaking? These are really very low level words. Always try to come up with high level of words if you want to impress your examiner in order to gain his attention and favor. So for example, you should use words abominate, deprecate or abhor for word hate. So this way you can use vocabulary in your speaking during the interview. Then our last and very important thing is grammar and accuracy. Are you able to use only present indefinite tense? Are you able to speak about past continuous, present continuous, past indefinite, future indefinite or present perfect tense? So these are also the parts of grammar. Unluckily, if you frequently make mistakes in grammar, you need not to be panicked. Or if your grammar is poor, you need not to be worried, because the examiner will mark you equally in all these components. So this is all about today's lesson. I hope you have comprehended it well. I will meet you in the next lesson with an important topic of tips on IELTS Speaking Task 1. Take care, stay blessed.